be facing Amazon and Jet.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at British TV shows that led to injury, distress, or even death.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
The Jump. Dozens of celebrities found themselves recovering from unpleasant injuries sustained on The Jump, a show so dangerous that it was originally rejected by ITV.
Sort of my process of hopefully becoming good at what I'm doing.
Considering ITV makes plenty of dangerous shows itself, that's saying something. It eventually found its home on Channel 4, putting celebrities through a crash course of winter sports, notably ski jumping. The worst injury the show ever saw struck Olympic gymnast Beth Tweddle, who crashed into a barrier and broke her back. In 2019, she brought a lawsuit against Channel 4, which has since cancelled the show entirely. Many of the injuries were so severe, they have ruined people's careers forever.
It was like being on a motorway hitting another car. It was horrific.
Squid Game: The Challenge.
This game has to be played with strategy, with alliances, and with a little bit of conniving.
Though Squid Game is originally a Korean show that became a global phenomenon, the reality show based on it was filmed entirely in the UK with a global cast.
Who's not in debt? We're facing a recession. I mean, I'm not getting paid at work for this.
But according to many contestants, filming conditions were very unpleasant, as they were left having to stand still for hours in the freezing cold hangars used for filming. Some contestants have brought lawsuits against the show for causing them to, quote, suffer hypothermia and nerve damage. The production company says that it provided players with extra socks and that filming was harder than initially anticipated. Squid Game: The Challenge has become the very thing the original show was designed to criticize.
Oh my god, it hurts so bad. I give up. We can't do it.
Boys and Girls Alone.
For the first time in their young lives, the boys and the girls will now be living without their parents.
Luckily, nobody was injured in the making of this controversial Channel 4 show, in which large groups of children were left alone and filmed to see how they coped. They were given responsibility for everything, including cooking their own food, despite all being aged around 10.
Who's talking about cigarettes? Is that one of the twins? Where are they?
This culminated in the village of girls having to skin and eat a rabbit while they smoked joke cigarettes to deal with the stress. This was all to see whether we were coddling our kids too much, but it led to outcry, with some even complaining to Ofcom, though the show was cleared of wrongdoing.
I just hate it when everyone's like, oh, Dawn's not eating. If she doesn't want to eat, she does not want to eat. I really couldn't care less. Splash.
Originally a Dutch format, Splash has spread throughout various countries to mixed success. Both the British and American versions were plagued with injuries, with the US one having just 8 episodes. Ours lasted a bit longer and boasted Tom Daley as the mentor, teaching celebrities how to dive properly.
My diving credentials are that once I fell off the side into a pool.
But even Daley couldn't prevent the injuries, as in 2016 it came out that Rav Wilding of Crime Watch fame was suing the production company. Wilding snapped his hamstring in a dive gone wrong, needing surgery, and later also suffered a pulmonary embolism. Thankfully, he survived, but his life will never be the same.
I think I've been more bruised, more achy and more sore than I imagined. Over Christmas I couldn't actually move my neck, I was like that.
Time Team.
So tomorrow we're going to dig one of the most enigmatic and rare pieces of early Christian archaeology that we've ever excavated.
You might think that Time Team is one of the safest shows on television, as the cast spend their time slowly and very carefully excavating historical sites.
It's a find that will enter the history books.
But back in 2007, a man tragically died while filming a reenactment jousting sequence. Paul Allen sadly passed away after suffering a brain injury when a, quote, lance fragment went through his helmet in what was widely described as a freak accident.
The man, who was in his 40s, died a week after the incident, which took place at Rockingham Castle in Northamptonshire.
Investigations a few years later found out that the health and safety procedures hadn't been as rigorous as they should be, and he wasn't wearing the correct type of helmet that would have prevented the injury. Gladiators. It's a wonder that Gladiators lasted as long as it did, given the endless backstage drama.
Now this is step aerobics Gladiators style. Jet intercepts Julie and sends her packing.
Many of the games led to very serious injuries for their contestants, with popular gladiator Jet once falling from the pyramid and very nearly breaking her spine. She didn't, luckily, but the injury was still so severe it ended her career as a gladiator.
Jet quick stepping to keep Julie at bay. Amazon again takes the plunge.
In 2024, Gladiators is set to relaunch, but issues have continued to happen, with 2 new gladiators needing to leave the show after hurting themselves once again.
Jet with her there, Jules will be starting her way down. Amazon throwing her weight around, and Gerald.
Newbie Comet broke her ankle and foot and had to leave after it required extensive surgery, while Sabre tore a hamstring. Strictly Come Dancing. Many times, every series, we see celebs forced to quit the show because they suffer serious injuries. They're all amateur dancers, undergoing a rigorous training and practice regimen, and sometimes things go wrong. Dancing is one of the most difficult, demanding sports in the world, after all. In the 2023 series, actor Nigel Harman ended up quitting following a rib injury. Earlier, Olympian Jade Johnson suffered a very serious knee injury in 2009, showing that even world-class athletes aren't safe. And Jamie Ling had to quit before filming started back in Series 17 when he injured his foot, though he wasn't put off, later returning. Are gruesome injuries the real Strictly curse? Dancing on ice. If Strictly's dangerous, what about when you combine amateur dancing with an ice rink and large blades? Dancing on ice is no stranger to grisly injuries and celebrities pulling out itself, and the professional ice skaters get injured too, thanks to those celebs having blades on their feet. Rebecca Vardy once sliced open Andy Buchanan's face during training, while actress Jennifer Ellison managed to cut her own head during a scorpion kick gone wrong.
I don't want to look what's going under here right now, but
it is bleeding.
I'll check after.
They also take frequent tumbles onto the ice, leading to professional dancer Pam O'Connor once dislocating her shoulder when she was dropped by mistake. And who can forget Gemma Collins' infamous blackout, where she landed face first on the rink. The Late Late Breakfast Show. Fronted by Noel Edmonds, this show was known for its dangerous stunts in the mid-80s.
He's coming up to the ramp now, he's going very, very fast indeed. Very fast.
But a stunt gone wrong led to the show's entire cancellation when a man, Michael Lush, died during a rehearsal. This came after numerous other injuries, including a man who broke his pelvis and a woman who broke her shoulder, with people trying to blow the whistle about the lax health and safety for years.
Well, obviously we'll keep you posted as to exactly what happened with that attempt. It certainly looked remarkably frightening.
But during a bungee jumping stunt, an improper carabiner led to the rope giving out. It turned out that the BBC hadn't followed basic common sense when safety was concerned.
Because of the tragic accident involving Michael Lush while preparing for tonight's edition of the Late Late Breakfast Show, the BBC has decided to cancel this and all further editions of the programme.
The Beeb ended up paying off Lush's family and found itself prosecuted and fined. Top Gear.
We will also be showing you a very small man having a very big car accident.
Was Richard Hammond unlucky for getting into such a serious accident during the filming of Top Gear in 2006, or was he lucky that he managed to survive? Infamously, Hammond nearly died when he crashed a vampire dragster at extremely high speeds, later going on to get in another serious car accident during the filming of the Grand Tour.
Are you now
are mental.
No! I'm not! I'm fixed!
But in 2023, the BBC decided to put Top Gear on ice when Freddie Flintoff got into a major accident of his own. The details have yet to emerge about what happened, but Flintoff got a £9 million payout from the BBC for the loss of earnings he suffered as a result.
I mean, the doctors were worried because it was brain damage about, personality change or whatever, but no.
Let us know in the comments which of these shows you think never should have been allowed on TV.
How do you stop? Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.